Yo, 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 yo! Welcome to KUC, Kings Under Construction. I'm your host, Rob the Man, followed by Gentleman Joe and the one and only Pretty Boy Jay. And we're the most needed up-and-coming podcast coming to you right now.
Yo, man, I used to handle shit by myself, but now I handle it with my brothers. Depression stands behind me. I don't fear fear, fear fears me. Let's do it. Where y'all at, bros?
Nothing like my past life. Knucklehead beating on the desk in the class like taking life for granted. I ain't asked twice, born in the dark with a flashlight. Lord, bear with me like a campsite. Because depression, recession, second first impressions got them feeling like I ain't every man confession. Oppression to a little steady transgression. We broadcast on the podcast. What's next then? Do you see? Use me, so use me. Usually, thing been on my top like a kufi. Couldn't find a way to get it out of my root G until I linked up with the bros KUC.
Welcome to KUC, Kings Under Construction. I'm your host, Rob the Man, followed by Gentleman Joe and the one and only Pretty Boy Jay. Man, today is the day that we got a lot to talk about. Ain't that right, my boy?
Yeah, a lot of things that we've been trying to tone it down, but I feel like we finally got to the point in our podcast where it's time to just like no holds bars. Let's speak it raw, uncut. Let's talk about the stuff that really hits hard to us, that really hits deep in the souls. You know, no filters, 100%. Like let's just get with the nitty gritty.
Yeah, for sure. But before we get into all that, I just want to talk about a little bit about our last past guest, Miss Erica Canales. Thank you for all the input. Everything you did, it was super fun, super excited for all the insight you gave us, all the knowledge. And another one was Joe.
Yeah, Joe Garcia, man, really good guy.
One, man.
Yeah,
That dude was
Alpha One, man. I tell you what, he inspired me. So we reached out and they started doing a 6-week class. I know he talked about his best friend Manny, who does the boxing. And, they reached out and they're like, hey, man, we're doing a 6-week program. I know you had talked about you were doing it already. So they invited me out there, and I went out there, and that's what I've been doing. I love it. It's a new structure, and honestly, man, it's giving me a lot
I really
of
want to give you a shout out though, bro, because like you've been killing it. You know what I mean? You've really been busting your ass, and I see it.
Literally, huh? Oh,
it literally.
busting your ass, literally. Huh?
Literally, you want to tell everybody about that?
Nah, man, I'll be in the blooper section.
Nah, I mean, it literally is not easy going out there, bro, and really pushing hard 2 times a day, really getting in that gym for 1 hour straight, giving 100% of what you got, giving your all at something, and just being dedicated to something and discipline, right? So it's not easy. So the thing is that there's a guy there. He's our trainer. His name's Manny. He makes it a lot easier for us, bro. He does. He really makes it a lot easier for us. And that's what we're talking about today. Like just that morale of people, the people you surround yourself with, the people you have on your side, the people to help you motivate you, inspire you to help yourself get better. I feel like he's a big inspiration for both of us, right?
Oh, I'm tell you what. So, and I actually posted this on our Instagram. Trust the process. But also, there was another one I put. There's something about when somebody tells you 30 seconds left, empty the tank. Now, when we're there and he tells you, dude, 30 seconds left, empty the tank, your mind is clear. He tells you to clear your mind, give it everything you got. You're 5 rounds deep. You've just run a whole hour of working out, busting your hump, and you're exhausted. But somebody's sitting there telling you in your corner, give it everything you got. Leave it there. Dude, it's like a second wind just hits, and you're just giving it everything you got. Power shots, left and right, straight, hook, uppercuts. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's after you put so much of your soul into that bag and just throwing everything you got into it, there's a moment of clarity after that round's over. It's almost like pure bliss, bro. Like the weight is off your shoulders and you can just breathe, bro. I don't. That's how I feel.
I definitely feel the same way, bro. Like I go in there And I always go with the mindset of giving 100%. I never go in there like, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. Like, even when I am, hey, dude, you're already here. You made it this far. We got to get it. Like, I'm not here to mess around. I'm not here to play around. I'm not here to talk. I just want to get this workout going, and I want to give it all I have. And that's literally what we do every time we go out there.
Yeah, exactly. Like
literally what we do every time we go out there. And it's nothing, there's no better feeling than when we're done and we feel like we already conquered the day. Like, literally, we're leaving there at 5:30 in the morning, drenched in sweat, tired as hell. But I'm like, hey, I'm ready to roll, baby. It's already got my day started. Like, the mentality of just having that, like, people are like, man, y'all crazy to wake up that early.
But honestly, like, I mean, this is one thing I talk to Manny about. So, you know, one thing about Manny is our coach, but he's also a friend. I mean, I consider him like a brother because he's there. I mean, he's inspiring. But I talk to him, you know, after the workouts, sometimes before the workouts, and he's just so high and spirited. And the same thing with Joe. When I see Joe in the afternoon times, man, it's just like you're at home, like you're with your brothers. Dude, I have not seen Joe without a smile, man. He's always, hey, guys, I just want to say, y'all putting that work. I see y'all. Dude,
well, he's complimenting you today about all that.
Man. And he was just talking about how, you know, when the jump roping, you know, he's like, dude, I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, man, when y'all first came out, y'all were doing elementary work, and now y'all sitting there, man, looking like pros out there. Bro, like, that's inspiring, bro, for somebody else to brag about you. And like I said, we do it. I do it with you all the time. I was like, dude, that's my brother right there, you know. Justin, dude, when, you know, Justin losing the weight, Justin working out, you know, he's hitting the gym. He has an amazing relationship. You know, he's doing all his things with his life. Same thing with Rob, man. Every time Rob sells a house or gets into a project, bro, I'm proud of my boy, dude. Anytime y'all post something, I always try to share it. All the positive stuff.
And that's exactly what we're talking about right here, because it's all about having good people surrounded you, good people who want to see you do better, and give that energy. Just, there's no better feeling than having your brother right next to you working out. There's really no better feeling than that. And actually feeling like you accomplished something together. You actually accomplished something that half the people wouldn't even attempt, bro. You know, like me, you used to work out a lot, and I went a different way because I wanted more cardio. You're trying to get a little bit more bigger and get into the gym and push that weight. I know I used to kind of get you over that. You know, lift a little bit more than you back in the day.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like that was, you know, some of the, you know, our best shape. So, like, you know, trying to build muscle-wise.
Yeah. Because
the thing is, I wanted up him and he wanted up me. So all I was doing was, you know, was encouraging us to do better.
Yeah.
And it felt good, like, just because after that, like, you know, you start seeing progress. Like, all right, like, I see him and he'll see me. And you're like, damn, you looking good.
Well, I see you, dog. I see you doing it. Yeah.
No, when you made that video about Justin... And I saw that video, and I hadn't seen you like in a few weeks. I was like, "Damn, this dude's getting big, bro! Like he really is." Like,
just as like, oh, that old thing.
That was just a little something, right?
That's something we just threw together.
But that's good. Together. So you like, it's good to surround yourself by people that inspire you, that motivate you, that one up your ass. You know what I mean? Like, they really one up you to the next level. So if I'm here, like, bro, if you could take me to the second part of where I need to go, then I need you to be there next to me.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about. I mean, something I talk about. You know, we brought these guests in, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm selfish, man. Like, I feel like you have to be selfish to be selfless. You know, because bringing these guests in, these weren't guests just because they were accomplished. These are the guests that I recommended. Because this is what I needed in my life. I needed somebody to show me how to deter my lifestyle to a better understanding, whether it's food wise or it's exercise wise. You know, this is like a mastermind project here. You know, I invited them for a reason because I knew they were gonna help motivate me. But these people, they live it. This is their lifestyle. This is their legacy. So these last two guests, man, they've changed my life. And
well, it was really all about the health thing. You know, getting in the gym with Joe and Erica, eating correctly and stuff like that. They bring that energy. They brought that energy for us as far as getting the right mentality, right? But also, man, there's some people that drain the hell out of you, Joe. Like, I'm serious. Like, some people would drain your ass so bad, and I truly am. I'm tired of it, bro. Like, I'm tired of it because it's like I'm tired of the negative energy that people can throw off. I realize that it can take a big toll on you, dude. Like, in so many ways. Like, it'll take a toll on you. Like, people don't realize like just the complaining, the bitching, just doing that. If you're around me and you want to do that, dude, like just step back for a little bit because my mentality is positive, ready to roll, ready to go, and I'm going to the top, baby. And if you ain't trying to get there, you know, like then I really don't want you next to me. I'm just saying, I need people who are ready to motivate me too. You know.
I understand that. It's like at some point you're like, dude, I'm tired of hearing the excuses. I mean, if I can have a reason to get up and do it and just change my life on pure faith, why can't you do it? What's the reason why you can't do it? You know, because I took the leap of faith, and it's like the old saying: you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. We can give tips and helpful advice all day, but it's up to the person that's listening to change their life. You know, I do this for me, yeah. And it's changed me. It's helped me. It's given me a routine. It's given me something to look forward to. I'm moving and I'm doing my thing. That's my whole thing. I wake up in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. I'm out there doing the workout with Manny at 4:30 to 5:30. After that, I go to the work, 6 o'clock. While everybody else is still wiping the boogers out their eyes, what am I doing? I'm sitting there in my office working.
You still talking about me? I think that was a jab towards you, bro.
I'm sitting there working, dude. I'm reading. I'm learning stuff. You know, when lunchtime comes around, dude, I'm eating. People out there on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, what are they doing? They're doing that stuff for entertainment. I'm using the same platforms to learn something, bro. I'm tired of it, dude. Like, move. Like, what else can I tell you? Move. If you have something, a plan, go towards it. Stop making the excuses. Do it.
You said it. Excuses.
Dude, there's no reason for excuses. We have one life to live. Why are we sitting here wasting it? Why? There's no point. There's no reason. Like, I'm tired of people like, oh man, you're a great guy. You're a nice guy. You always want to hear. I'm tired of hearing the excuses. If you're gonna come and talk to me about progress. Don't talk to me about excuses because I'm done hearing them. Exactly. I'm done trying to make excuses.
So when we started Kings Under Construction, it was there to help each other, right? To motivate, to inspire each other, and that's still the same mission. So to all my brothers listening, to all my people listening, anybody who's listening to this right now, it's still the same mission. But what we're trying to explain is that excuses get old.
What's up, a tough love type thing?
It has to be tough love, bro, because at the end of the day, sometimes you need a little kick in your ass, to get a little bit more motivated.
I can't
dude, I'm your friend. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm your friend. Whoever this, I'm your friend. So I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you what you need to be doing. I'm going to tell you exactly how you need to be moving. I'm going to tell you where you need to go. But it's up to you to go to that next level. You can't depend on me. It's only up to you. You got to try to be better than you every day. You got to try to be the best version of you. I know I do that because I want to be something in life. I want to be great. I want to leave a legacy behind for my kids and for my family. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what's your next goal? What's your next step? Where's your next move? I always say, make your next move your best move. And that's what you should be doing every day. You know what I mean? It's not easy. Everybody thinks, they assume that, just because somebody has something that it's easy. It's never been easy. There's nothing that's easy about waking up at 4. I wake up at 3:45 in the morning just to get to the gym by 4:30. There's nothing easy about that. I sit at the edge of my bed. I'm tired while I'm putting my shoes on, just like you. I'm wiping eye boogers out of my eyes, just like you. I've got to get up and brush my teeth, just like you. I'm taking that drive to the gym, just like you. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Once I'm out of that gym, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. I can't be stopped. I like what Mike Tyson said one day. He said when he would be in the back room, before his fights, he would be training. He would be hitting the bag, just kind of warming up and stuff. He's like, in his head, he would say, "Man, dude, I'm not gonna win this fight. I'm not gonna win this fight." He was nervous. He was scared. He said anybody would be a fool to say he wasn't scared. He was scared. He was nervous. He says, as I walk closer to the ring, he's like, "Man, maybe I could beat him. Or is he gonna knock me out? Maybe I could beat him." And he's getting closer to the ring. He's like, this is a possibility that I could beat him. I'm strong. I'm motivated. The moment he stepped in the ring, he's like, I'm a champion. I'm a conqueror. I'm going to whoop his ass. Like, I'm ready to win. I'm ready to fight. Like, this the mentality that I tell myself every day. Like, it's hard for all of us. Somebody who's a great fighter, a great fighter, Mike Tyson, who went in that ring every day, and he was a feared man. A feared man. He too was scared. It too was hard for him. You know what I mean? So we just gotta have the mentality of trying to be
better.
To be better, bro.
And you don't have to be better than the person next to you. You have to be better than you were yesterday. You know, it's really not a competition against other people. It's a competition against yourself.
But a lot of people look at that like that.
Yeah. I mean, I know I do. I mean, I know I see myself and I'm like, damn, man, I'm nowhere where I want to be. You know, like physical wise, you know, even financial wise, everything. But then I look and I'm like, okay, well, look at myself 2 years ago to now. Dude, I have a house now. You know, like I got like an RV. You know, I got my truck. It's almost paid off. You know what I mean? And I'm making more money than I was in. You know, like I have everything. Everything pretty much has gotten better since then. So I just try to see things like that. I'm like, all right, I'm a little bit too hard on myself sometimes. Yeah. You know, and I just gotta. I mean, at the end of the day, I just gotta keep moving. I mean,
and I always feel like I'm hard on myself too. You know, like all the time. I feel like I could stay here for 24 hours doing something and then lay down and be like, damn, did I do enough?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's just us. Like, that's why I tell everybody, you cannot critique me more than I critique myself. Like, nobody can. Like, when you want to dog me, bro, like, I already said that to myself. Like,
I said a lot worse.
Yeah. you better come a little harder than that, my boy, because
you know, like something better. I've told myself that time.
Yeah, like I already knocked myself numerous of times. Like I'm my biggest worst enemy sometimes, right? And we all are. We all always are.
We're our worst critics.
Right.
We are our worst critics.
For sure. And it goes up to like, I just want to say, like, you know how they inspire us, and we try to inspire each other. There's also people out there that are just draining the shit out of other people, bro. And I mean, they have no respect for people's time, energy, finances, mentality. You know, the thing is like, I told both of y'all, I believe this week, it was about like, I feel like I'm constantly giving in a lot of ways, whether that's, you know,
your time,
my
finances.
time, my energy, my motivation, you know, just in general finances, the energy, whatever the mentality is, I'm constantly giving because that's who I am, right?
Yeah.
But to some people, they're takers, and I have no respect for takers. I have no respect for people who constantly just take and take and take.
And a lot of times, those are the ones that are just taking. They'll gladly take from you with a big smile on their face, and then when they've taken everything they've taken from you, they're the one that's still criticizing you, saying down on you, dogging you.
No, they be mad, bro.
Oh yeah.
When you finally say no, it's like, okay, well, what the hell? You know, like
why you changing
up?
Why
you changing up? Yeah.
Like, bro, you're being something like, you think you're too good for this? Like, dude, was I too good when I gave you, you know, everything you have?
You know what the worst advice I've ever heard is when people say, damn, bro, you changed, or why you changing? You know, like, here's the thing about that. If you're not changing, then you're really not growing.
It's like, motherfucker, why you staying the same?
Exactly. That's a good question. Why are you staying the same and I'm changing?
Yeah, there's a real good quote, and y'all just filled it out pretty good. And it goes, like, when somebody tells you, man, you changed, you say, yeah, you think I worked this hard to stay the same?
Exactly.
I don't work this hard. I don't work this hard to stay the same place I am. I work hard every day so I can just be better.
So, and yeah, I understand that. And I feel like I should never, I had this like epiphany, I guess, and it happened like a couple weeks ago. It's almost like I said, like, you know, you have a pitcher and you're pouring, and everybody has a cup around you. And I have the pitcher, right? And somebody puts out their cup and I pour a little bit of water in there, and then somebody else puts out their cup and I pour a little bit of water in there, and somebody else puts out the cup. I continue to pour in everybody's cup until my jar is empty, to my pitcher's empty. But who's pouring in mine, right? Who's pouring in mine? Like, sometimes you're like, I have nothing to give to you anymore. And it'd be the same people, right? It'd be the same takers, the same people feeling bad for themselves. It's the same mentality. And I tell people, like, dude, at some point you have to fend for yourself. I love to help everyone. I just can't continue to help the same person that does not help themselves.
Yeah.
Like, it's a shitty situation.
Victim. I mean, people think, you know, like they deserve, you know, they're owed the world pretty much, you know, and then they just constantly taking from everybody around them, especially their close people that they love. And it sucks because the ones that, you know, like are having to give, it's like, how can you say no?
They get the shit into the deal though.
They do.
They get the shit in the deal, and to be honest with you, I've told numerous of people, like when they be like, hey, oh, that owes to me. They owe me that, and I'm like, dude, nobody owes you shit. Nobody owes you nothing.
I feel like if you give something, you shouldn't expect anything in return.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody owes you anything.
Give it just to give it. I mean,
you know, I always said, look, stop waiting for people to give you an opportunity. Go make your opportunity. Like, I've been in situations to where, like, man, finances ain't looking too good. Did I sit on my ass and wait for that to come? No, I actually had to pick up a second job and do what I had to do for my family and provide. That's what a real man does.
Yep.
They wipe their tears off, even though they're crying or whatever. They get back to the grind, get back to the work, do exactly what they're supposed to be doing, bro.
You know, there's a quote that you say a lot. It's you got to stop relying on other people for your next meal, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. I mean, not as far as the food wise, but it's you have to stop relying on other people to expect them to take care of you, expect them to give you that job or that opportunity. Because honestly, yeah, man, hey, it's great if somebody gives you a job or cuts for you. Because I mean, honestly, the job that I'm in now just cut for me, and you know, some people will be like, dude, hey man, can you do me a favor? Can you get somebody in for you? Yeah, no problem, dude. But when you get them in, I mean, they make you look bad.
Are they gonna do their job?
Yeah, that's what I told Justin. As soon as I got hired on, I said, Justin, you know what, bro? I said, it's my job to make sure I make you look good, so that way they don't come to you and be like, hey man, Joe ain't cutting it. They're gonna be like, dude, hey bro, you got any more friends like Joe? Like, that was my mission. It was to make sure that I made Justin look good. I worked the overtime. I worked hard. I mean, I moved myself up, you know, to the position I am now, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but I did it because it wasn't just for me. It was just because Justin put his name out there for me, and you know, like I said, I owe it to Justin.
I mean, to me, that's out of respect. Like, to me, that's respect for him to even put his name out there for you. That you kind of owed him a little bit of like, hey, you know what, bro? You did that for me. Appreciate it. You vouched for me. You put your word out, your name out there for me. So I'm gonna go in there grind for you.
Yep.
And that's always been my mentality, bro. You know, some people are just selfish, dude. They think like, oh, you know, you got me in, bro. Now I'm gonna chill and relax or whatever. And like, what the?
Know a few people like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's going on? Like,
it's like, bro, if you're not showing up and showing out, dude, you need to get out, bro, because you're bearing my name. I'm the one that had you sign in that dotted line. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell somebody, if I vouch for you, and I don't vouch for many people, I really don't. People come to me, hey man, give me a job.
I don't.
Man, we're not hiring.
I don't know how many people ask for a job.
I used to. I used to vouch for a lot of people, and it's like people start making me look bad.
It bites you in the ass, right?
And because there's only one person I really vouched for, and that was Tyler.
Oh, Tyler.
Every job I went to, I'm like, hey, I got this
Tyler's
boy that's a good worker.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie, man. Tyler's like that guy that's like the jack of all trades. You know what I mean? And you know, I heard this quote the other day, and it was like the full on quote. So it's saying, it's interpreted, someone is a jack of all trades, but the master of none. But it actually goes, a person that's a jack of all trade surpasses the master of one. Because if one person has a mastery, they can only do that one job, versus a person that's a jack of all trades has a multitude of opportunities. And that, I feel like, suits Tyler the best. Because Tyler can, you know, he can do so much. He can bend, he can water jet. You know, he knows he knows how to do laying out floor, backsplash, you know, videography, photography.
I've seen him on that fryer at Footworkers too.
Man, that boy used to strip
down,
a little bit back in the day, too.
I used to strip a little bit. I don't tell.
Stripper. I don't know.
Tell his wife that. Wife probably cut him up.
From a friend's point of view, I mean, not that I ever win, but I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I know you used to hang out a lot back in the day.
I went a couple times on lunch.
Support your brothers, you know what I mean? Nah.
Support the arts. Support the local arts. Yeah.
Nah, man, and that's the thing though, is uplifting each other as brothers, as friends, as family. Not somebody. If we all go to I guarantee if we have a dinner and we all go to the table, everybody should bring something. We should all bring something, right? So same thing with business, Same thing with the mentality of whatever it is, school, working out. Like, bring the energy. You may not have the money, but bring the energy. You may not have, any support behind you, but bring the energy, bring the mentality, bring the support. Whatever it is that you can bring to the table, bring that shit to the table.
Yeah. If you honestly think that just showing up's enough,
it's not.
It's not.
It's
man.
not.
If you're gonna show up, man, show up with something.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking tired of people doing that, just showing up and thinking that's okay, because it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay to just be, oh, I'm just here. Like, dude, you have to put energy into it. So imagine, and I tell everybody that, imagine it would be we're as close as we all are right here. Imagine if it was almost an army of the same like-minded people coming together to build the same thing with the same goal, with the same mentality, with the same will, bro. Like, imagine how much further we could go together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want to see y'all boys eat. Like, I want to see y'all boys make money. I want to see fat pockets. I want to see my brothers be successful. I want to see my family eat. I want to be at a golden ass table and be like, bro, look at what we accomplished. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting or depending on someone else to make that table for us, bro? Go get your own fucking table and let's get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, at some point, you got to just make that step, bro. I guarantee I will never, ever wait for anybody to make an opportunity for me. I love my brothers, but I would not wait for anybody to make an opportunity for me. I'm going to make the way. I'll make my own path. Even if you can't do it for me. If you can help me get there faster, man, I'm grateful. If you can help me get there faster, I'm grateful. If you could teach me something I didn't know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. But some people, they just want to learn. I mean, I don't mind teaching. I love to teach. But don't make me teach you and you're not going to do nothing with it.
Oh, yeah. That's the biggest disrespect of all. That's the biggest slap in the face. It's like, oh, man, show me how to do it. And like, all right, cool, I'll show you how to do it. And then 6 months later, hey, show me how to do it. Oh, dude, I'm not. I'll show you one more time. And then it's like 6 months later, 3 months later, dude, show me how to do it. Now I just feel like I just inherited a parakeet or a parrot because I keep getting the same question answered back and forth.
I was about to say, I don't ever heard a parakeet talk.
I would whisper. It talks back to you, though. Some similar to that.
I was going to say.
But, people are going to ask you like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I haven't heard the other podcast. I heard this podcast. This is the new podcast I just heard. Or this is the first time hearing the podcast. What do you recommend? How am I going to start doing this? How am I start moving? Honestly, a routine. Because when motivation motivation is not available, it's the routine and discipline that's going to keep you going. Because I tell you what, man, I wake up and I'm not motivated. I'm by no means am I motivated. I'm too tired to be motivated. I'm too tired to even think. But the routine and the accountability of knowing Rob's going to be there, Manny's going to be there.
Do I let you down?
Never.
Do I let you down?
Might be late sometimes, but
I won't. I might be like 2 minutes late.
He's gonna show up. I'd rather him be late, but he still showed up.
No, I'm really late. I mean, it might have happened twice.
Actually, now I think about it, I'm the late one in the morning.
You were actually late
in the mornings.
That was one of the good things though, especially when we're working out. It's like we held each other accountable.
Exactly.
You didn't show up. It's like, okay, well, I was waiting for you in the car.
I was waiting for you.
That's the thing, though. Like, we held each other accountable to get. We were in that gym, and we held each other accountable. So you knew that no matter what, I was still waiting for you, and we were going to get that gym workout on.
And that all falls on discipline, the accountability and discipline. So people are like I said, once again, people are like, how do I do it? Discipline. Get a routine. Write it down.
It does make it easier though when you have somebody with you.
Oh no, it does. Because you don't want to let somebody down.
It's so easy to talk yourself out of it, honestly. And especially if you're not, somebody's not holding you accountable. They're not waiting on you. You're just gonna fucking skip out.
Hey,
I remember one time I went to the gym and I'm sitting in my truck, bro. I ain't lying. I must have got there at 3:50 in the evening time, right after work. It was like 3:50. At 4, I was like, I'm gonna get off at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna go walk in there. 4 o'clock came around. All right, I'm gonna give it till 4:10.
Are you waiting on me?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just in there. I'm like trying to talk myself to get into the gym. Man, I ended up falling asleep, bro. I woke up, it was like 4:45. I was like, man, I need to go home, bro. So I basically went to the gym to take a nap.
That's the best nap ever.
And it's just, but if I knew if Justin was in there or Joe was in there, I'm like, man, he's waiting for me. I got to get inside. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't let y'all down. So,
and honestly, because we respect each other so much, we don't want to waste each other's time. Because I know, dude.
To me, it's like I'll never hear the end of it. I'll fucking leave Rob hanging and be like,
"Oh, Rob will remind you over and over."
You know.
I got to.
It could be like 40 years later. Rob still be like, "Hey, you remember that time you had me wait at the gym?"
No, I do. I do because I think it does. It holds you accountable, right? Like you're almost like you want to almost be perfect for yourself. Like I'm like, hey, dude, like I told y'all about Kobe a long time ago. He used to say, dude, if you're not, and let's think about it. People used to call Kobe a ball hog, right? I don't know if y'all remember that. They used to call him a ball hog. And I never got the mentality. I was like, damn, he kind of does hold the ball a lot, right? Like, and he's one of my favorite players, like number one. He inspired me a lot. They called him a ball hog. But here's the thing. He was in the gym 2 times more than his teammates. He's like, let's think about this. If I don't see you in the gym with me and you're not really pushing hard with me, do you honestly think I'm going to trust you and pass you the ball to shoot that last minute shot? Why would I trust y'all when I'm working harder than y'all? You get what I mean? Like, the mentality was crazy. That Mamba mentality that he had was crazy. Like, it's just unreal, unhuman-like.
And and it's like you gotta it just boiling down to it. Honestly, if you want to have a better life, you have to be almost obsessed with it. It needs to be your goal morning, noon, and night. It's an obsession, bro. It's almost like it's an obsession. You have to be obsessed with the progress, be obsessed with the results, but at the same time, you have to trust in the process. That's something that it's something that I wholeheartedly believe now. And I'm not gonna sit here and say like, all right, man, it's that big boy. What does he know? Dude, this big boy is passing a lot of these boys up right now. And like I said, my routine's different, my mindset's different. Dude, since I've started this, and we're week 4, 15 pounds down in 4 weeks.
Shit,
bro.
I like it, bro.
But honestly, bro, and it's not even to brag or boast, bro. But at the same time, I am gonna brag and boast, bro, because we should celebrate our successes. Because I'm better than I was that guy 4 weeks ago. Because that guy 4 weeks ago was addicted to video games still. That guy 4 weeks ago was, dude, had a breakdown, bro. I literally, before this even happened, before I even started, dude, I called Rob up and I was like, dude, I poured out my heart to Rob. A lot of people know this, like I said, we are kings under construction. And I had a breakdown. I was trying to help out with somebody and it brought up a lot of emotions and it put me like in a negative mindset. And, Rob being the friend that he was, he talked to me, he heard me out. And then, talked to Manny, talked to Joe. Next thing I know, I didn't want to go boxing. I was like, man, a big boy in a boxing class, come on, that's like lamb and tuna fish.
You're right. It don't go.
It just don't go. Spaghetti and meatball. You like that analogy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you're good at it. I see you out there. Like you're actually good at it.
When y'all hopping in the ring together, y'all two.
I already took him down, bro.
I think this would be a good little KC event.
I think so too.
Hey, no joke,
A little mini pay-per-view.
We have our, like I said, on Fridays we have our kind of like our ring moments. We're in the ring and stuff like that. My boy Rock, sometimes he be getting confused with the combinations, and that's when I get my little justice in, man, because he be like, all right, Rob, 1, 2, 5, 3, 2, and then he's like, damn, I missed it, but when it's my turn, I get a little, like, are you awake?
Give me a little tap.
Little love tap.
It's all good.
Sometimes a little love tap is a little harder, but
Yeah,
it slipped. It slipped.
It's all
But
good.
honestly, man, those little successes, we have to be obsessed with it because we are better than the people we were before. Make it an obsession. Make every movement, every move count because it needs to be an obsession. You need to be obsessed with being better than you were a couple of days ago or than you were yesterday. You have to. You have to be obsessed. You have one life. Live it.
But you said something, bro. You said trust the process. I've been grinding for a minute, bro. I'm not just talking about the gym. I'm talking about with my business. I'm talking about when I was younger. I've always had 2 jobs. Like if somebody knows what's hard, as far as being in rough finances is me, bro. Now I'm kind of on my come up these last few years where actually things are falling into place and God's been giving me a lot more. I guess maybe because of my hard work. But you said trust in the process. Sometimes people don't trust in the process. it's hard for people to trust in the process. You know what the worst part of things are sometimes? The worst part of things that people can't get past is that when you go to the gym and you're working your ass off and you're busting your butt, or you're doing your business and you're staying up late and you're waking up early and you're not making any money, or you're not seeing the results in your body, that hurts. It hurts. It sucks. It sucks when you're giving all you got and you still feel like you're behind. It sucks. A lot of us are there, men and women. We're all there. You know, we're giving our heart, our energy, our time, our effort, our tears, our sweat, everything into a business. We're giving everything into our marriages. We're giving everything into life, bro. And it just seems that you never can catch up. And I understand that, you know, but if you're working hard, you said, trust the process. So I'm letting you know, if you're that person working hard and you see no results, trust the process. No matter what it is, continue to grind. Continue to grind. And always tell yourself, God works in my favor. God works in my favor no matter what. Anytime I was down on my luck, bro, I always said, thank you, God, for what I have. Be grateful. Because something could be taken away from you anyway.
Yeah. And, you know, it goes back to what I always like to say, man, the devil's a great salesman. So he's going to put the little thoughts in your head like, hey, man, you're not doing good. You're not doing good. Like, you're where you were at yesterday. But I'm going to tell you something. That's why I say celebrate the successes, even though they're small. Because you know what? With each new level, there's a new devil. New level, new devil. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I've told you that a couple times. You know, when you started doing that big project, the Galveston house, the selfie house. I love that fucking house. And you were telling me, like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I don't know if how I'm gonna be able to flip. It's one of the biggest projects I've ever done. And what I tell you, I said, bro, like you did good, bro. It's a new level, it's a new devil. It's something new that you're experiencing. And now, like, honestly, like, how many times you run into that issue, and you already know how to work it?
I know, and you don't trust the process in those moments, and you don't trust in God in those moments. You just assume that that's where you're gonna be. You're frustrated. You're tired. You know, your emotions are taking you over.
But the thing is like, especially with that house, it's like you got through that, so now all this little shit after that, it ain't nothing.
Bro.
Small.
It's
Yeah.
easy, and it's like it goes to, sometimes you gotta go through to grow through. You know what I mean? Like, you literally have to go through shit and go through the dirt to come out good at the end, bro. I mean, it's a
Sometimes
grind.
you gotta fall. I mean, sometimes you gotta fail a little bit just to get where you're going.
It's a grind, bro, and it's the same thing with going to the gym. It's the same thing with all that. But with that being said, it's like the mentality of who you're surrounding yourself with, your circle, bro. Your circle plays a big part of you. If I hang around with a bunch of fucking losers, what you think I'm gonna be? What you think I'm gonna be, bro? Like, if you start hanging around with people who are positive, with the mindset, you don't realize how that brushes off on you. Mm-hmm. You don't realize how that mentality falls into your
Like
lap.
how contagious it
and
is.
it's very contagious. It's very
I mean, but that, like you said, that goes both ways. I mean, you hang out with fucking losers, you're gonna get that loser mentality. You're gonna feel like a loser yourself.
You hang around a barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut. Exact same thing. And you know, it's so funny you said that. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and we a mutual friend post something. Her name is Jennifer Cornitas. She said you should allow yourself to burn bridges, for the simple fact is, if they no longer serve peace and growth, you have to allow yourself to do that. Because honestly, if you're hanging around people that are just pulling you down or using you, or you're in a relationship that's just using you, abusing you, that's on you. You're allowing yourself to do that. I'm not gonna lie, the circle that I have now is not the same circle I had.
Very small.
Yeah, it's not the same circle I had
Very
10,
small,
15
right?
years ago.
I feel like my circle is small as hell.
Back in the day, everybody used to make fun of me and Joe because like, damn, bro, every time y'all go somewhere, y'all got like 20 people with you.
Yeah,
I can't even count a handful of people now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a whole different mentality now, though.
The thing is, like, I feel like right now I'm at a point to where, like you said, if you don't benefit me, then I don't really need you.
exactly.
And the thing is, like, if we burn that bridge and, I mean, we decide to, come back, I mean, it was probably meant to be. But if not, then I'm going to let it. And it was nice knowing you. I mean, that's it.
And it sounds selfish at times, but it's really not.
Yeah, like I
Like
said,
you're doing what's beneficial for your life, for your peace, for your mentality, right?
like I said, you have to be selfish to be selfless. You have to, in order for you to help other people or to go on to be better, to help your family, to help the community, to help the homeless, to help the needy, to do all these big projects that we plan to do. You have to be selfish with your time. You have to be selfish with your finances. You have to be selfish with your circle. You have to be selfish in what you're filtering in, that you're absorbing. Be selfish so that way later on you can be selfless.
I feel like I'm, like lately, especially I've been trying to change for the better. I've been trying to change for the better, and some people have fallen off here and there. So it's kind of like, okay, well, they can't accept the change. So I mean, I feel like it's all good because they're just helping me change and be better by falling out of my life. Yeah. You know what I mean? And at one point I might have saw them as friends, like some family, everything. But I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day.
That's true. That is true. I mean,
well, the ones that are for you, obviously, they're gonna stick with you. You know what I mean?
Course, yeah.
Like the ones that are really for you and will really want to see your success, no matter what, they're gonna stick with you. The ones that are just jealous of you trying to be better, then dude, I don't need you in my life anyway. Then, bro, honestly, if you don't want to see me, progress and be successful, then really, bro, I don't need you in my life. I don't need that bad energy. I need people who are for me. People that I won't turn around. They're gonna stab me in my back or talk shit about me. I'm the actual type of person that. I'm sorry, you threw me off a little bit.
my bad, bro. It's because I know last time, bro, like I could hear a lot.
Yeah, that'd be better.
Oh man, my fault. Man.
I had something good to say too. Okay, let me just. Where were we at?
You were talking about.
Like if you're not for me.
Yeah, if you're not for me.
Yeah, honestly, if you're not for me, then I just think you probably should see your way out of my life, bro. Because I need people who are actually for me and want to see me do better in life.
And it's not saying that we're cutting everybody off or we can't grow our circle. Honestly, I feel like we have grown our circle.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We grew our circle with Manny. We grew our circle with Joe. I mean, whether they feel the same way or not, but to me,
are
they're
you
brothers.
growing or like some people branching off and then new people are coming in?
Replace.
Like just replacing them.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this, and to be honest with people, it's an open invitation. I have an open invitation in my table, as long as you wanted to better yourself.
Same.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean I don't want to see you eat. It's not at my table, because like I said, I plan to.
What kind of food you got at this table?
It's all you can eat buffet, baby. Full of success. Full of success, brother, and love.
Oh, I love it. And that's what we need, man. Like,
and dessert is humble pie, baby. Because we're too busy growing. We're not even gonna talk too much about it.
Yeah, nah, I agree, and I feel like that's what we need as brothers, as family. I was asked a long time ago in the Rotary Club. They asked me, what does success mean to me? Success means to me is if I'm successful, everybody that's around me is successful. My brothers are successful. My family's successful. My kids are successful. I meant that. I mean it because really, if you're a true loving human being, nobody wants to be right here full of $1 million in their pocket with nobody to share it with. Nobody wants that.
No, it's not.
And I'm pretty well off in my life. I do well for myself. I'm on my way to doing a lot better. But it would be lonely if I was by myself.
Yeah.
Right? I got a family and friends to share it with that I love to enjoy it with.
But then again, I mean, you're kind of going against what you say, as if like there's because you can't lead people. You know what I mean? Like where they need to be, they're gonna go wherever they're gonna go. So the thing is, like, you're always gonna have takers too, and sometimes I mean it's close people to you.
Yeah, like I said,
those are the people that you want up there, but then again they're just taken.
But then that's why I said, like, I think more now, like this last like year and a half, I'm starting to recognize that. More than ever, I'm recognizing who's for me, who's not. I'm recognizing the people who are constantly asking me to borrow money, the constant people who are asking me. Give me more, bro. Like, I will give you everything, my shirt, all the clothes off my back, everything I have, and someone will be like, hey, bro, what about the socks? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, bro, I literally gave you everything I had, and you're still taking more from me. And like you said, it'd be the closest ones to you. You know, and it's not that I don't want to see you next to me. Like Joe said, I want to see you next to me, but I want to see you at the same level as where we're going, or better than me.
Oh yeah.
If you love somebody,
you want them to prosper.
You want them
at
to
the
be
highest
better.
level.
you want them to be better.
That's why like I said, there's not a jealous bone in my body. As long as you're not taking my food, there's not a jealous bone in my body.
Is this like the whole table? Like, or are you talking about literal?
No, I'm talking about literally. Don't take my food.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a calorie deficit right now, so I need every ounce of food, every gram.
He ain't lying, my boy.
Calories.
One day I was trying to go reach for the saw, that boy almost bit my hand off. I was like,
Boy,
damn, he's like, what's
about
like growling at me?
Well, I was a show a lone wolf, baby.
I was like, golly.
Nah, and it's like I said,
I got stitches that day.
What you learn, don't touch, don't reach. You reach, I teach.
Right?
No, but honestly, man, like at the end of the day, you want people to be successful.
I want everybody to do something right now and really listen to this. It's let's think about the 5 people in your life right now. Five close people that benefit you. Just 5 people that you're like, damn, like that person really helps me out in my life. Like, really think about that. For all the listeners listening right now, for all the people watching, think about those 5 people. Those are the ones you need to continue to have with you. Those are the ones you need to continue to motivate you and to uplift you and inspire you.
You want to share your 5? I'll share my 5.
I do not want to share my 5.
I don't even know I got 5.
For real?
I do not want to share my 5. No, I don't.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
That's fucked up.
I'll share mine because
You ain't gotta share it. Sorry.
I'm gonna share mine because I feel like
I'll make us feel obligated to share it.
Nah, you don't have to be obligated, but I'm gonna share my 5 because
This ain't.
it's more than 5, honestly, because I do have some people that showed me something. My mom, because she shows me what it takes to be a strong human being. I hear people say like, "Hey man, you know that person's my rock." My mom's my rock, you know.
Your mom is.
She
amazing.
shows me the power of not giving up. You know.
Your mom's she has a great mentality. I don't know how she's dealt with some of the stuff she did, and she keeps going, bro.
Yeah.
She's such a hard worker.
She is. My dad, because as bad as he had it or has had it, he can still pick on people and make jokes. Man, he'll pick on anybody. Well, he goes, Juan, the last time we hung out, Juan was like, damn, dude, Papa Joe's still a dick. He's like, what do you mean? He's still picking on me, man, even though he's in a wheelchair with a damn brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that don't change, baby. He'll still
He's
talk
still
shit
talking
about you.
mess, yeah.
Yeah, he's still talking shit. You, of course. For my mentality reasons, of course. Justin, just because he's always that blending ear. Manny, because, like I said, the inspiration.
Manny's new to your life too.
But dude, honestly, dude, in the last 5 weeks, dude, he's changed my life. And Joe, bro, honestly too, because, dude, for someone to be so welcoming, it's ridiculous.
No, I know they are. They definitely are.
And then I can't forget Paulino, bro.
Paulino's my G too. I like that dude.
Paulino, man, somebody that is purely brilliant
And good-hearted.
And is so humble about it, bro. If you were to see Paulino, like, just if you saw Paulino in a crowd of us, you would never know how successful he really is, because he's so humble with it. It's ridiculous, dude. And I don't know how he does it. I really don't. But
I think just him being the biggest, like, he's a giver.
Yeah.
He's very considerate. He's loving. He has a strong mentality. Like, those people are hard to find.
Yeah.
They really are. Like,
and he'll push you, bro. He probably there. You know, I feel like he's kind of lax a little bit in life because he has so much stuff going on. But the people that he really loves, man, and he sees them do wrong, man, he's on their ass.
yeah.
Kind of like you. When you see us do something wrong, you're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, dude, get your head out of your ass. What the hell are you doing? Get up. Get up. It's the same way, bro. And
and you have to be, bro. Like, if you're truly my friend, then call me out on my bullshit, bro. Not talk shit to me, but call me out. Like, let me know what's up between me and you.
Bit of both.
Call me and be like, hey, bro, like,
I'm glad you said that.
This is what happens. Call me out. Be like, bro, hey, You need to get your ass a gym. You're looking fat. Like, I need to hear that. Like, honestly, I use that as fuel to my fire. Like, I need to hear that. Hey, bro, you messing up, bro. You've been drinking.
Fuel.
You've been drinking way too much. You need to get back on your grind. Like, where's your mentality to go get some money instead of going to go get alcohol all the time? You know, like,
Is this shit that was told to you?
I just told this to
No.
you.
Oh,
A couple months ago.
like, damn, this movie.
That was Joe yesterday. Like, damn.
That was mine and Joe's conversation yesterday.
I got a text right here.
No, I mean, literally, you need that in your lifestyle because truly, those are friends, bro. Like, those are friends. Those
I
are
don't want
brothers.
to see you fail.
They don't want to see you fail. And we all, here's the thing, is sometimes we all can steer away sometimes, right? We all fall off. Like, we could be in the gym for 6 weeks straight and then, like, a few days we're not going. And I want you to tell me, hey, get your ass back in the gym, bro. You're looking pudgy.
Like course correction.
You know Yeah, no, I need people like that in my life to correct me and to help me.
I think sometimes we all have people that, you know, kind of enable our behaviors, you know, enable our drinking, enable our,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
our
They're out there,
slacking
bro.
off.
They want to see you not to be successful. And some people out there don't want to see you surpass them. Pass
No,
them
no,
over.
no.
'Cause
They
the
want
thing
to
is
see you on the same
sometimes-
level. Yeah.
Sometimes people are complacent, and they want to see you be complacent with them.
They want to see you on the same level as them.
Exactly.
And I'm just not that person. I've never been the type of person to be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I want to stay here with you. No, actually, people can only go so far, right? So they're only gonna come so far with me. So it's either we're gonna do this together, and we're gonna go to the next level, and we're gonna push each other, and we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep climbing the ladder, little steps at a time, or you're not, and you're gonna get left behind. Slowly, you're gonna get left behind. And don't be mad at me because you're left behind. Don't get upset because, you know, I got bigger, better things in my life and you're still in the same spot. Don't be jealous at that. You can't be envious of that because here's the thing. You're not waking up with me early in the morning. You're not grinding with me like Rick Ross said. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in that gym, were you? You wasn't with me. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. It's like, don't get upset at those things. Like, grind harder, bro. Like, just grind harder. I love to be next to people who are like, damn, that dude's actually doing this damn thing. You talked about Paulino. That dude, me and him, we're all on the same real estate journey, still growing and stuff like that. I love to see his progress.
Oh, yeah.
And so when he's up here, I'm like, damn, I got to match that. And I know he feels the same about me because he's like, damn, like, we got to keep on going. And me and him are actually in deals together as of now, and we're still doing real estate business together. And I love it because I want to surround myself by 10 more Paulinos.
Yeah, and they're out there. You know, the good thing about that is we're actually on a level playing field. People can say, oh, man, you know, you have an advantage of this. You had an advantage of this. You know, I have this disadvantage. We all have the same 24 hours. God gave us the breath to wake up today. It's up to you how you spend it.
Too many people play the victim, though. You know, they have that victim mentality to where things aren't going their way or they don't have...
They don't have a dad.
They don't have a dad. They don't have, you know, the money.
Finances.
They don't have the everything. Yeah. They can use everything as an excuse, and that's the reason why they are where they are today.
I don't have a ride.
Exactly.
I don't have a ride.
You see some of those. You do see some of those people in TikToks or Facebook or Instagram or on movies. Some of the most successful people are the ones that came from nothing. They're, you know, immigrants. Gary Vee is a first generation. Oh, actually, I think he's I don't know. I lied to you. He's an immigrant. Dude, look how successful he is. And, you know, people are like, oh, man, you know, it's Gary Vee. You know, he just, you know, he had everything given to him. No, he didn't. His mom and dad opened a wine and liquor store. He's the one that brought it. And it wasn't overnight. It was not overnight. I mean, he went through the internet, doing YouTube videos, doing all these crazy videos. And it took him a long time before he could even get to the level that they were saying was successful, but he never stopped saying, okay, I'm successful. He kept growing, and now's the Gary Vee that we see now.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I want to see people prosper. You know, I love to see people go to the next level. Your girl actually told me something last time, bro. She said that she had heard something. It was about sometimes people have a big impression, right? And you can be, you see people that get intimidated, and you're like, oh, well, he's too cocky. He's this, he's that, right? But it's almost like this thing where it's like, am I cocky or you're just intimidated? Am I cocky or am I confident? And you're just feeling insecure.
Feeling threatened.
You're threatened by me, by my presence. You know, that's the thing. Why should we lower our presence? Why should we? I mean, it's
Why
always
should
good.
we dim our light? That's what
Right.
Yeah.
Why should you dim our light? We should always be humble, right? But in the same sense, I'm not gonna lower myself because you feel insecure about yourself. Like
I like that.
I'm not. I'm just not. I love you. And I love people in general. But if I feel secure and I feel like that I'm a badass, that shouldn't be known as me being cocky. That's how I feel about myself. Whether you think so or not, I still believe in myself. I'm a badass. I am a badass. I believe in myself that I'm a badass. I don't need you to believe in me. I don't care if you tell me I'm a badass. I don't care if you tell me that I'm going to be great one day. If you do, thank you for being on my side. If you don't think so, I don't care. Because I'm still going to be exactly who I need to be every day. I believe in myself that much. You should believe in yourself that much. Stop waiting for people to tell you, oh, you're good, you're great, you're a winner. Because that's not going to fucking happen. So tell yourself that you're a winner. You tell yourself you're a winner. You're ready to go. You're ready to take yourself to the next level. You're ready to start that business been wanting to start. This is the mentality that you should have for yourself because you love yourself. You know? And some people, they get intimidated by that, bro. And it's crazy.
Yeah, some people they seek for that validation. Like, hey, am I doing right? Am I doing it good? Like, am I doing this right? Like, you don't seek validation. You do it. You just do it. If you feel like it's right, it's right. Feel like it's wrong. I mean, it's up to you. It's your life. I heard this is something I heard a long time ago, and I think this follows suit so well. Perception is reality. Reality is perception. What you perceive is your reality, but it may not be my reality. If you think that, hey, going out and flipping shoes is the true hustle and grind, and that's where you see the millions of dollars at. Hey, that's you. It's your perception. That's your reality. You can do it. More power to you. If that makes you successful and makes you $1 million, do it. But if I tell you, hey, man, it's all about flipping houses. It's all about real estate. I can give you all the science and data to back it up. That's my reality. It's my perception. So I'm going to do it. But just because somebody's telling you, hey, that's not the way you should be doing things, do your own study. Do your own research. Be your own person. Stop being somebody else's robots. We already got one Kim Kardashian. We already got one Caitlyn Jenner. You know, we're not put in this world to be somebody else.
What does Caitlyn Jenner?
Because, you know, successful.
Oh.
Different people that are successful.
Oh, you just had to choose that one? That's successful.
Wait, all celebrities, you choose Caitlyn Jenner.
Wait.
You got millions of celebrities out there.
Okay, we'll redo that then.
Do you know the Jenners?
Oh, no, I thought, what's the little young one's name? Kylie Jenner.
Caitlyn's
the dad.
Yeah, the mom.
We'll redo that. No, we'll redo that. Because it's
unedited and raw, baby. No,
is that your idol, bro? What's the real wrong with
I
it?
told you, support your community, baby.
Don't doubt. Hey, don't doubt me. All right, my perception is my reality.
Nah, that's cool.
But honestly, like, you know, we already have one Rick Ross. We already have one Jim Ross. We already have, you know, we already have one of everybody. Bro, it's be unique. That's all I'm saying. We don't need imitations.
Well, that's the thing though. Just don't get held by anybody's standards. Some people will hold you to their standard because bro, that's impossible. You can't do that. Or no, you can't do it.
I tried that and it failed.
Who the hell said that I can't do it? No, that means that you can't do that. I can do anything I want to do.
So I'm saying those are people that are complacent.
Yeah.
And they want to keep you right there with them.
Yeah, like, no, let me bring you back down here because you're dreaming too much.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't stand when people tell me no.
They want you to dim your light so you're not shining brighter than them.
I'm going to say why I can't stand when people tell me, like, hey, no, that doesn't work. Or no, because, I always try to prove it wrong. Like, because I believe that anything is possible. You know what I mean? And I always try to prove the impossible, right? So even if it comes to my family, I think I was the first one to buy property. I think and I'm doing my best, and I'm starting my own business, and I'm growing and getting bigger and better. And like I told myself, I want to be the first millionaire in the family. I want to push hard for those things. I want to continue to grow. And if I can teach everybody that, I want to do that in the same sense, so we all grow together as family, as brothers, right? Some people are going to be with me in 5 years. Some people won't. You know, and I'm cool with that.
It's okay
but
to be the black sheep.
do not allow those people to hold you to their standards.
Yeah. Sure, it's okay to be the black sheep. It's okay to go against the grain.
I don't mind it. You know, and another thing is that don't be don't ever be the smartest person you know or the strongest person you know in your group. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you are the smartest person you know, then you're not going to grow. You know what I mean? If you're the strongest person you know, then you're not going to get stronger. Surround yourself by people who are just a little bit better than you. It may not be in all aspects, but it may be in something, right?
Yeah.
So, Joe, you're probably one of the smartest guys I know. Book-wise, like, you know a lot of books. Mentality-wise, like, boy, you got a fortune cookie quotes for days. We already know that.
Fun facts.
He got a lot of fun facts, shit that sometimes we don't care about. You know, but you are one of the guys who are very factual when it comes to a lot of things, and you should surround yourself with people who have this knowledge or mentality. Like, you're talking about going to the gym and training, like, we go to people who are experienced with that. Right?
Yeah, and like I said, the fact that Manny is a professional MMA fighter, like we picked a top tier of all people to be around, you know. And the same thing with Joe. Joe has literally produced championships. He has the flags to prove it, the trophies to prove it. Like, these guys are the top tier of the guys that we could possibly surround ourselves with, and I'm proud of it. And the same thing, like one of the reasons why I hang out so much with Pauline, because I think Pauline is one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my life. And he, honestly, when we get together, man, it's like a little nerd fest, dude. We're sitting out spitting out quotes, talking about books, and sometimes people are looking at us like, is that what y'all really talk about?
No, I've been around both of y'all at the same time, like, nerd alert.
But, you know, it's the same thing when, like, me and you're talking. You know, sometimes we goof off, but we'll talk about serious stuff about.
Well, we talk business.
Yeah, we talk about
we talk a little bit about everything, but it mainly is business. It's how to get better. It's stuff like that. A lot of joking, but
yeah, and it's so funny. Like, I remember you told me this one time when we go to the gym in the morning, Planet Fitness. You're like, hey man, you know, Jeanette asked me the other day, like, what do y'all talk about every morning? It's like, it's always something different. You know, it's always something different we're talking about. And
yeah, I do talk a lot in the gym. I've been there.
You can't talk at this gym. I'll tell you that. 'Cause you out of breath. Like, you ain't got. There's too
I'm
much.
saving my energy to breathe.
Where we're at now. Where we're at the gym we're at now. It's too much cardio, bro. You can't talk enough. Yeah, man. Surround yourself by people who are just a little bit better than you, because that's how you grow. Like, if you put yourself in a room full of millionaires, what you think eventually is gonna happen? What you think eventually is gonna happen? You're gonna start gaining their knowledge. You're gonna start gaining their mentality. You'll start gaining, you know,
knowing where they shop, know what they look for. You know, knowing the patterns.
You'll start doing the same thing, the same routines as them, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is how. I think a lot of us are just complacent, but also I wouldn't just say complacent. I just think a lot of us don't know where to start, where to begin, right? So if like, hey, man, I know I want to be successful, but how do I do that? Where do I go? First of all, find your passion, find what you want to do. I always say that. Find your passion, find what you like to do, okay? Another thing is, don't give 100% into 20 different things. Find one thing, master it, get great at that, and push forward with that. I think people go like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and they're putting 20% here, 20% there, but they're not mastering anything.
Yeah.
You know, I put full-hearted into real estate, and I pushed towards that. You know, we just started this podcast, you know, a few months back, and we push 100% to that. Like, we give our time and energy, like, 100%. It's not just like, hey, I'm going to do it when I can or when I, you know, like
whatever episodes come around or when every 2 weeks.
No.
I know we're actually literally studying
and we want to get better.
Yeah, we're studying
we're
this.
Getting better.
Yeah.
You know,
we're learning the algorithm. We're learning, you know, different ways to make the podcast a little better. We're investing in equipment. We're investing in different programs. The stuff that you see, it's not just, hey, we're just going to load it in this computer and call it a day. This stuff takes a week to edit. It takes a few days to figure out the words that we put in here, you know, the title, the blocks, the editing, the cuts, all this stuff. this is all the behind the scenes stuff that people see, and it's not something that we just, pulled out of a hat. There's a group of us that are working on this, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way because it's making me better.
Yeah. And earlier, we talked about the 5 people that you're surrounded by that help you, uplift you, motivate you, help to push you every day. But there's also those 5 to 10 to 20 to 30 people that will take from you. Sometimes people don't need to be in your life, bro. You have to learn to cut ties. Mm-hmm. Cut your ties.
Cut it out.
Yeah. Joey Gladstone, cut it out. It's just one of them things because people will drain your ass, dude.
I think people have came to accept, especially people that have repetitive behaviors. They just come and they just say, man, that's how they've always been. That's what they've always done. They've always been that shitty person, so it's just them. But the thing is, I think we got to come to that point to where it's like, no.
It shouldn't be like that.
Like, they need to learn that they're doing wrong. Because if I want to change for the better, they could change their shitty ways also. You know what I mean? So the thing is, we have to I think a lot of us have to put a stop to it. Like, okay, your shitty behaviors have to stop.
Yeah, call it out, bro.
Enough,
hey,
enough is enough.
Exactly. Call it out. Bro, if you're going to act like that, move around. Don't be around me. If you're going to cause trouble or you're going to be disrespecting, bro, you're not going to disrespect me, my time, or the people around me's time. I'm not going to allow it. Be the gatekeeper of your circle. Be the gatekeeper of your life. Only allow the positive, remove the negative.
Right, and then that's the thing is you may not be able to change them though, right? You may not be able to, but you could change you, and you could change your mentality, and you could change your environment. And
like I said, if they're willing to change, then they're gonna change.
Yeah.
They'll come back into your life. If they really care for you, if they really love you, they'll come back into your life.
Yeah.
But and until they're willing to make that change, it's cut them out.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I feel like that's actually.
So this is why we brought you here. No.
Yeah, cut me out of your life.
2 strikes. One more, buddy.
No.
Tyler, you're on bat. No.
Showtime.
Brucey's time to shine, baby.
No, I mean, yeah. So I was reading some stuff. It said 3 types of people to hang out with. One is a dreamer, the other is a hard worker, and the other one is a realist.
Do you feel that? I know those are 3 types of people, but do you feel like one person can be all 3 types?
Definitely.
Because I feel that's.
I was about to say, I feel like
you're a little bit all.
I kind of relate. I kind of relate to a few. I mean,
as I said, I feel like
I think we are. I think we definitely are. But in the same sense, it's also you kind of have some I'm more of this one than the other.
Yeah.
Anybody can dream, but are you really a hard worker? Just because you say you're a hard worker, I guarantee you walk with me, and I may walk in somebody else's light and somebody else's footsteps and be like, man, I thought I was working hard. But I guarantee if somebody walks in mine, you're gonna be like, damn, he's really pushing, he's really going for what he say he's going for. Mm-hmm. If you're a dreamer, I feel like out of the dreamer, the hard worker, and okay, so let's start off by this. Dreamer, he's gonna bring, he or she is gonna bring those good vibes to you, the fresh ideas, the thoughts, the positive future believers,
podcast names.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're believers. They believe in seeing a better future. They believe in just being better in general. I love being around believers. I love being around people who think, or know that they're going to be successful. I love that. I really do, because I feel like I am a big believer too. I believe in myself. I believe in who I am. Then you got the hard worker. The guy who's disciplined. The guy who, no matter what, he's not going to stop. You're not going to get in his way or her way. You're not going to be able to stop what they're doing. Their mentality is work. They're pushing. Their work ethics on another level. They try to take things to new heights and new levels. Right? Then you got the realists. My wife thinks, she says, I'm the dreamer in my relationship, and my wife is more of I'm the dreamer. I feel like I'm the dreamer, hard worker, and my wife is the realist. My wife is the one who keeps me kind of grounded and level-headed. That's a good idea, honey, but
let's be real.
How are we really going to get there?
Yeah.
And sometimes I spit some ideas at her, and it sounds crazy to her, and I'm like, look, my hard work is going to get us there. And it does. It has. And she's like, damn, she's told me, she's like, you said it and you really believed in it and you did it. And I have seen a new difference in her in general because I know I've rubbed off on her. It only took 20 years, but I know I rubbed off on her because her mentality has changed. She wakes up with us in the morning too. She goes to them and she works hard too. She gets there at 4:30 in the morning too, grinding with us. You know, and it's not just the gym. Her mentality with work. Her workflow starts right after work, and she be working till 8, 9 o'clock sometimes. And I'm with her, and like she's like, "Hey, what you got going on? Well, we need to talk business before we eat dinner." And I'm like, "Damn, all right." You know, so but it's just something that, you know, we're gonna do what we got to do now, so we can do what we got to do. That we can do what we want to do later. You know, like I see myself 5 years from now, I'm on a yacht in Europe, bro. I ain't worried about, you know, anything right here. You know,
You have room or no?
My mom don't like a whole lot of people around me.
At your table too.
Yeah, the table too.
What are you bringing, bro? We just said that.
Bro,
what are you bringing to the table? You know what I mean?
Come on, bro.
I got drinks. I got drinks.
Just look, I'll tell you what. Wait for me at Kima. I'm gonna pick you up.
Pick me up?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick you up. Just wait for me right
Don't
there.
come around, so I pick you up.
Yeah, just wait for me outside right there.
You come around.
I ain't gonna tell you where. You got to find me. No, but I mean, so we talking about that. Like, where do you feel like you feel like you're a dreamer? You're the hard worker. Like, if you have to narrow it down, like, who do you think you are?
You asking me?
Both. I'm asking.
Man,
both
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm a little bit of all three. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm a hard worker, and then I'm a dreamer, but sometimes like the realist in me comes out, and it's like, okay, like those dreams, let's be a little realistic right now. You know what I mean? Like, you got to see where you stand, see where you are.
Like, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of like talk myself out of some things, you know. And it's like, okay, like
I want to ask both of y'all something real quick though. Do you feel like you're doing everything possible to be successful?
No,
You're not.
no.
I feel like this moment now, I'm in the process of yes. I'm in the process of a yes.
Okay. So, and how old are you, Joe?
It took me 35 years to get to this process.
Okay. So whoever's listening, where you're 35 and just how old are you?
27.
27. I'm 35, and us learning these things at this age, and even if you're 45, 55, still trying to learn the process, is not too late.
In the words of Manny, the round's not over till the bell rings. It's not over.
Damn.
So you could be 85, bro, and if your bell haven't rung yet, you're still in the fight.
I don't know why I just got that song in my head. You can ring my bell. Oh, my bad. No, you're right, though.
You kind of ruined that one right there.
Oh,
Yeah, you kind of ruined that
You
moment.
kind of
Was it good?
that was a pretty solid moment. You kind of ruined it for me too. All right, let's go back to where we were.
Yeah, so back to, the types. Wholeheartedly, I'm a dreamer. I am my life, regardless. I feel like you can't really identify it, but it's hard work is just something that it's just called work for me. You can't say it's hard work because it's just work. My little devil that's on my shoulder is the realist. I can't listen to him because he's the one that's gonna kill my dream. So if I say I'm all three, the third one, the realist, is the one that's the negative part of me.
that's what I was saying, too. Is like, for me, when you say realist, it's kind of like almost talking down what I believe in.
Yeah.
Right? So I get it. And that's why I used to tell my wife, like, I understand, like, you're trying to bring me down, like we said.
I guess, like you said,
to
it is
your
kind of like
level.
like the devil on your shoulder.
Silence.
Because I mean, you have that big dream, and it's like, okay, and then like you kind of talk yourself out of it because little devil on your shoulder is like, man, think about that. Come on, does that even sound real?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the biggest one too, bro. So, like I said, doing the podcast, me getting my camera, the dreamer said, "Bro, you can do it. Like, you have the time. You can do it. Like, you can do something great. You gotta trust the process. Do it. The first step is to buy the camera. The work inside of me is telling me, dude, like, you're gonna do it. You get it. You're gonna do it." The realist said, "Bro, you can't afford that. You can't afford that $3,500 to do all this." It's like, are you crazy? And guess who won? The dreamer won, because I follow my heart before everything else. because my heart has gotten me through some of the best times, through even more of the worst times. So,
and you know, it's some of the mentalities that y'all tell me, I truly believe in y'all. And that's the thing when you told me that, hey, I want to get into photography, I want to get into video editing and stuff like that. I was all for it for you. I was, and I will always do that for both of y'all, for Tyler, I'm for that and trying to make y'all a better person. And I know y'all always been for me as well. The thing is sometimes you cannot talk big goals to small-minded people though.
oh yeah, I love that. I love what you're saying right now, because the old saying, a bee can't tell a fly that honey's good. Honey's sweet. Because what are flies attract to? Shit, crap. I don't know what we're gonna say. I don't know if we're gonna edit this or not, but poop. Yeah, but a bee is attracted to the nectar in the flower. So bees don't go around telling flies you should be eating honey, you should be drinking honey, instead of be flying around that crap and eating it all day. Same thing. Same exact thing. Confucius say that is the fortune cookie for the day.
No, so I mean, yeah, I just don't want to surround myself around dream killers. Like, it really irks me when I am around people like that who just they have the mentality of like, nah, that's not gonna work, or how can you do that? How will you ever be there? Or what makes you think that you can do that? Or, you know,
They're out there, bro. They're out there. Those people are really out there, and I want to give you props for using that word properly. Irked. That's a good word drop.
I've been looking at Dora the Explorer.
Nah, you use that very well. And I'm not trying to dog you in any way, but you know, I have noticed that your vocabulary is coming up. So you've been reading those little flashcards I've been getting. I appreciate that. Takes a long time.
I appreciate you putting pictures on there for me.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
See?
Yeah.
See,
But yeah, like you
this
said,
is what I'm talking about, bro. This guy's trying to bring me down and stuff like that.
you know, to me, dude, when we talk about dream killers and stuff like that, you know, I always think of the movie Coach Carter. You remember when I forget the guy? It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but the guy wanted to be in the basketball team so bad. He wanted to do everything. You know, he went all out, and he messed up. He was short by a few push-ups.
Was it Cruz?
Yeah, Cruz. He was short by a few push-ups.
I haven't really seen the movie.
He was short by a few push-ups, and Coach Carter was ready to dismiss him. And he was hurt, bro, because he was like, dude, I worked so hard. He was doing the suicides, he was doing the push-ups, he was doing the workouts, but he missed it by the allotted time. So what did the team do? The team believed in him enough. He's like, I'll do some of those push-ups. You know, I'll do the rest of those suicides. Instead of killing his dream and saying, nah, man, he ain't worth it, those brothers went ahead and said, I'm going to take that next step for my brother because I believe in him that much. It's the same thing like what you do, what Paulino do when I started this photography, what Tyler does. You know, Tyler doesn't have to take his time out and show me some of the stuff that he's shown me. You don't have to take the time out and, you know, let me, you know, take the camera and do the photography or trust me to do the recording for the podcast. Or even the video editing. You don't have to trust me to do it, but you did. Same thing with Paulino. You know, Paulino took pictures for Paulino for his upcoming engagement. Deanna let me do it for her tea party when she asked for who was going to be her bridesmaids. They didn't have to do that.
There was a lot of women there, though, bro.
I know there was.
I think you did that for yourself.
I wasn't invited, but I still went. But they let me be there.
Like,
they didn't kick me out.
You can't take
I'll
pictures.
do it for free.
You can't take pictures from the window, okay?
I didn't get kicked
That's
out.
called a peeping Tom.
No, I didn't get kicked out. Didn't get kicked out.
That's called a peeping Tom, boy.
But like I said, you know, that's why I say I love the circle that I have because these are the close people around me, and y'all have never given me a reason to doubt myself. If anything, y'all have given me a reason to keep pursuing. To keep pursuing. Like I said, you know, you always talk about, you know, you can't be everybody else's cheerleader, you gotta be your own cheerleader. But at the same time, man, like when I'm out in the field doing that, like y'all are the ones that are inspiring me. Y'all are in my corner. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
And I'm not saying that you shouldn't cheer for anybody. What I was saying is that it goes back to don't pour your water in everybody's cup and be left with nothing.
Back to the analogy, you're talking about you were thinking about that. It weren't dreaming about that. That was actually tequila and you were pouring shots for everybody. That wasn't a metaphor.
Bro, I
were
stopped drinking a long time ago, bro.
Did you?
No.
That's news. Like,
I'm a king under construction, bro. I'm trying my best here, all right?
denial is not just a river in Egypt.
No.
Like a long time ago. We just drank last week.
Nah. I'm still working on myself, bro. I mean.
But when this podcast drops, it's going to be 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, so clean for 2 weeks, y'all. Sober for 2 weeks. No, man. I just, I just want everybody who's listening to really have this mentality of surround yourself with better people. Surround yourself with people who are giving, who love you, who are genuine, who want to see you grow, who want to see you prosper. I know personally, like, I'm not an envious person. I'm not jealous. The truth of the matter is that I'm too busy watering my own grass to see if yours is green. So I work on myself, and I'm trying to make myself better. If there's somebody as a brother, as family, who can help me with that, I'm cool with that. I want to learn. I'm a student before a teacher. You know what I mean? I want to learn these things. I want to learn how to get better every day. But the thing is those people who are constantly just taking and grabbing and just
or just don't want to see you. Or just don't want to see you happy. They just don't want to see you happy either.
You need to cut ties. It just,
the crazy thing, I don't really know how people can be like that. I've never been like that. Like this past weekend, I went to my cousin Ro. He started his own boot camp. I went. I supported it. As soon as I saw it come up, hey, I'm in.
I was out of town.
As soon as he released shirts, hey, give me 2.
Yeah.
I went. I bought 2 shirts. I wore them to the damn boot camp. You know the thing? Like I support.
Damn, you're mad at it, huh? He must have wore your ass out over there, huh?
He's like, and I'm mad at
it. I ain't gonna lie.
He's like, I swear to the damn boot camp.
No, I was nauseous as hell during the whole thing.
Really?
Hell yeah.
What was it? Can you tell us what it was? Like,
So it's like
I saw
it was like a hit. Like a hit class.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was intense. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whenever he told me the workouts in the beginning, I was like, nah, I don't sound too bad. Because I've done hit classes before, and I was pretty damn good at it too at the time, but I was a lot more conditioned than I am now. Yeah. So, and then he told me the workout, and I was like, oh shit, that shit sounds easy. It's gonna be a breeze, boy. Hell no. Shit, I had took some pre-workout before the hit class.
What time was it when y'all went?
7.
Oh, 7? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so someone like that bad.
It was cool though. I mean,
yeah, it was good. It was good. Good temperature and everything. But shit, I took some pre-workout before the workout, and because we had to do 2 rounds. By the beginning of the first round, I had to step outside. Well, I had to throw up.
For reals?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I threw up and I walked right back in.
Beginning of the first round?
No, second round.
I said the first round. I was like, dang.
And the worst part was like I was talking shit to Steph. I was like, come on. I was like, what the fuck? We're back here in the gym. You know what I mean? Let's get it. And I hit them ropes, boy. As the ropes, I started feeling a little woozy.
Feeling kind of woozy here, man.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I had to step out and I threw up. I came back in. She was like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
He was a big eyes
talking shit no more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk shit no more.
Nah, that's that is intense. I was just talking about that earlier because
we got another one this Saturday, so y'all know.
We were there. Yeah, I may stop.
Does he have it for like different levels? Like for us,
it's all like you go at your own level. He said like he
modify.
friendly, friendly everybody like.
I ain't the slimmiest, but I got heart. That's what Coach Wigginton told me.
Yeah,
he ain't the fastest. He ain't the strongest.
He said he's
like
it's all
good at
levels.
it.
He ain't I remember that. I think he said he told Joe. He said one of the coaches told Joe he ain't the fastest. He ain't the strongest. He may be the slowest. He may not be the most handsome. Like, all right, coach, where you going with this?
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, he's like,
never mind.
I just want to let y'all know. No, Coach Wigginton, man. I remember this. So I usually shot put in discus in high school. All right, it's where you throw the ball or you throw the disc. Right, it's for big boys. You gotta put some power to it. So of course, it's after school stuff. So I remember after I went to go do my track meet, I placed third in shot put. I placed 5th in discus because that wasn't my sport. I wasn't very good at it. But as soon as we got it, I went right back, got my backpack, got my school books, started doing my homework. Everybody was acting up, acting out. Boy, Coach Wigginton, everybody line up against the fence. Well, he was heated, bro. He's like, we're in another school. We represent South Houston. He goes, look at this. Look at Joe. He may not be the strongest. He may not be the fastest. Hell, he may not even be that good at throwing discus. But I'll take 20 of him because he got heart. He's the only one showing up to the gym. The only one after school that's showing up to work out. The only one that's out there doing his homework. I was like, man, was this supposed to be a pep talk? Because I made me feel really, really bad about myself right now. I thought I did pretty good, Coach. I mean,
Hey, you know when
I
you
got third in shot put. I mean,
Hey, you know when you got your homeboy just laughing at you, just look at the corner, just making that
Hey,
little
man, they're gonna be making fun of me after this.
hey,
Exactly.
for a good like 7 years, bro. After high school, 5 more years after high school,
You're still traumatized, so
I'm 35 years old.
Like
I
a
had
Joe
my
receiving
17.
voicemails. I may not be the best.
I was like, damn, I know Coach Williams was trying to hype me up, but he kind of hyped me down for 17 years.
Gave people ammo to make fun of you. And
Yeah,
shit.
right. Give me little signs like this guy's not fast. Another little sign on the other side, this guy's pretty slow.
Man, yeah. So I'm glad you cut him off because he ain't making you any better. Nah, man, that's funny. Yeah, but I mean, you like you said, you pushed hard, you worked hard.
Yeah,
it
I
didn't
got
matter.
hard, man.
I'd rather be by somebody who's trying, busting their ass, you know, in their business or in the gym or whatever, than to be by somebody who's feeling bad for themselves or feeling sad or feeling down for themselves. Like, dude, I don't need that energy, bro. I really don't. I don't want it around me. Keep it away from me. You know what's crazy is like some of the people that in there, like in that gym that we're doing that boxing class, bro. We don't even know these people. Today, what happened? We had to do bear crawls. Do you remember that, Joe? What happened today?
Dude, I was dying. Okay, you guys, I'm a big boy, man, and I'm not very good at being mobile. So I'm doing bear crawls, dude. It was rough for me, bro. So it was you bear crawl back and forth at a shorter distance. You get up, you sprint back and forth to the longer distance to the wall. It was a pretty good little distance. 3 rounds of that. I'm doing it, bro. I'm the last.
It's almost like suicides, you know.
I'm the last one. I'm a big boy. Everybody's
It's about
pretty
8
toned.
of us going.
You know, everybody's pretty toned. Everybody's, Rob probably like the bulkier as far as like, like upper body, the bulkier. But everybody else is like, look like they're kind of like,
Appreciate it.
well, no, I'm like,
You hear
saying,
that? Did you hear that?
I heard that, man.
everybody else is like, they're conditioned to it. One of the guys, it looks like he's a fighter, honestly. But I'm the biggest guy, out there. So I'm the last one. I'm struggling, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody else finished.
Today was extra hot. I want everybody to know that the day that we did this it's literally said 98 degrees.
Yeah, it was humid outside.
Yeah.
I
And
stepped
that's-
outside and I was like, dang.
That's not even community.
98
Yeah.
degrees. So literally we're cooking in there.
Yeah, so I'm the last one. I'm finishing up my last bear crawl, and everybody else is already done with their workout. So I still have to go back, bear crawl, get up, and do the rest of the suicide running. Dude, I'm out, dude. I'm ready heaving, dude. I can
I
barely
mean, he's
breathe.
tired. Like literally, I was exhausted. I'm dizzy. I'm hurting myself.
Yeah, so I get up, finish up the last. I get up off the bear crawl. Manny's running. I look to the right side of me because the left I'm looking at it because I'm trying to breathe as fast as I can. When I look to the right of me, everybody else in that class was sitting there running right next to me. They didn't pass me up. They ran right next to me. That whole thing, even though they were tired, they just did the whole workout I did. They're tired too, but they had enough energy to show support and say, "You're not doing this alone."
Yeah, that's badass.
It was. When we didn't do it alone. Like we wanted to support Joe. Like, hey, bro. Like we know it's hard. Like we understand. Like it's hard for us. So. And not only that, we took a picture at the end and we put our hands over like, hell yeah, dude. Like it was good. Like, but like that energy that people put out there for you. And we don't even, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really know that couple very well and the other people that are there. We just go to a class, we're all coming off of work, but they had the same vibe and it's contagious, bro. Like it is contagious to surround yourself by people who are just giving you that same energy, that positive mindset. If I walked in that gym like, man, this is gonna suck. It already seems hot. It's hard. It's like, dude, nobody wants to hang.
You're already outing yourself
You
before you
already
started.
talked yourself out of it.
Yeah.
You literally have talked yourself out of this workout because you already have that shitty mentality.
Yeah.
I don't want that mentality.
And
around me.
then honestly, this is something good that I want to share with people. For all those negative people that are in your life, there's amazing people that are ready to be welcomed into your circle. I mean, these people we see them, we don't know them very well, but for them to do that, that shows their character. That shows that we're here to not only support you, but we're here doing it with you.
Yeah,
those are good people. Those are people that you want to be around. That's the people that I want. I want their light to shine bright on mine because that makes my light shine just a little bit brighter.
Shine bright like a diamond. I don't know. I must say I need to go to karaoke or something.
I know. Yeah. It sounds like
you need to get the fuck out of here with it.
We'll do that next time, bro. Before you start podcast, get that all out of your system.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm just.
It reminded me of another story. I used to have this old boss when I worked at the car dealership, and I remember one time. The way I speak on the podcast, the same way I speak to everybody else. I'll call everybody else, hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? And I'm not saying, hey, what's up, brother? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm saying, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Because the reason why I call people brothers and sisters is because I honestly believe that we are brothers and sisters of God. We're God's children. So we
or
are
you don't know their name.
I mean, even then, I call you my brother. I say, hey, what's up, brother?
You know my name.
Juanito, right? Yeah, so like I said, but I say, hey, man, morning, brother. I always tell people that. Pulled me in my office one time, and he was like, the manager, he was like, dude, you sound real ghetto right now. I was like, excuse me? Like, you sound real ghetto.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, this ghetto guy that you're talking about has the highest numbers out of all the dealership. Like, my paychecks were fat. It was a very stressful job, but my paycheck was fat. And he's like, we don't need people. We need you to be professional. And I told him, I was like, and I have my customer just around that time. My cousin comes in, like, hey, what's up, brother Joe? I'm like, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? He's like, hey, man, I just want to say, man, you took care of my car. I want to give you a little something. So at that dealership, you weren't allowed to take gifts. But in a religious aspect, you are allowed to take blessings. So, blessings, that's what you call them, blessings. So he gave me $100 blessings. Hey, man, I just want to bless you with something, bro. Thank you for working with me, dude. You're very honest. I love it. Other people around here, they're all about their money. They're trying to screw people over. You're not like that. Because I've never been like that.
Not my brother.
Yeah, they're not my brother. So I remember this. He told me, he smirked at me because he really agitated him. And he's like, before you leave, I'm going to make sure that I wipe that smile off your face.
Who said that?
My boss, my manager told me that. And I told him, because he thought that he had me. And I turned around and I told him, I was like, you don't understand what I've been through in my life to keep this smile on. I guarantee what you think you can do to me won't even faze me. And he tried really hard. He tried really, really hard. But guess what happened? He tried so hard. He tried so hard to get himself out of a job. He did some shady stuff, messed with some numbers, tried to mess with my paycheck, got caught doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. Next thing I know, he was gone because he didn't have the protection from another boss. So they saw they didn't like the way he was doing things out. And guess who was smiling? It was me. Because, dude, sometimes in life you put yourself to something and people don't want to see you happy, but they don't realize, dude, this smile can't be removed because this smile has been through so much stuff. I can't tear up no more, bro. I'm done. I'm done being sad. I'm done being that. Like, well, of course, that was before the thing that happened, with Christine. But even now, bro, it's
okay. Let me ask you a question. As of now, do you feel like, you already been through shit. From here on, it's just nothing but it's positive. It's going up now. Like that.
There's brighter days.
Right.
There's always gonna be brighter day. Every day above ground is a blessing, and that's how I treat it.
I kind of feel like you reached your darkest days already, right?
Oh yeah, and like everybody says,
it's always gonna be hard days, of course.
Oh yeah, like I said, September 14th is probably gonna be one of the hardest days because that's gonna be the second anniversary of when Christine passed away. But with every dark cloud, there's always a silver lining, and I've grown from that. That's what my silver lining was. All this that happened, it made me stronger, bro. It really has. Like I said, I know I had my little bout a few weeks before I started that box class, but bro, I'm blessed, bro. I feel like that brought me to where I needed to be at because I have never seen so much love in my life than I've seen in that gym or just around the people that I've been around or the experiences that I've seen lately, dude. It's phenomenal, dude. It's eye opening. So we go back to perception reality. The way I've seen things, dude, the reality is just beautiful. And if I could just show other people what I see, bro, it would put smile on people's faces, because there are brighter days to come. Not every day's dark, and eventually it's gonna get to the point where there's no more clouds, bro. It's all sunshine from here.
Respect that, bro. I respect that, and I respect anybody who constantly puts that grind, that work, no matter any obstacle, anything, any wall that stands in their way. They continue to push and go towards that, and surround yourself with the best circle you can do that with. You know what I mean? Like, surround yourself, and even when you don't have nobody to do it, honestly, I pray to God. I pray to God, like, sometimes when I'm like, man, maybe somebody's not doing what I ask of them, or they're not giving me the same energy that I'm giving to them, or somebody's taking from me. I just pray. I pray about that. I get in my moments where I'm like, God, like, just help me. Help me to understand that person, but also help. If they're for me, then leave them in my life. If they're not, then we just need to part ways. You know, at some point in life, like, you just can't keep continuing.
That's true. And then, you know, speaking of brighter days, this podcast has been brought to you by Sunny D. I'm just messing with you.
I was like,
but that would have been a really good podcast commercial.
You should have told me. I would have got some Sunny D. I love
like,
Sunny D.
Sunny D.
Nah,
but like I said, we add humor with the seriousness, just to break the tension. But I mean, it is true. Everything that we speak on, these are real life experiences. You know, none of this stuff is fabricated. It's 100%. You know, these are our life experiences. We've gone through this. We've lived it. We've experienced it. And that's why we share it with people, because we don't want people to go through what we've gone through. And people that do go through what we've gone through, we want to be able to help them get them out of it and tell them what the real outcome is going to happen. Because, I mean, I'm still here. I'm still standing.
And you're doing a great job at it, brother. I love y'all guys. I love the guy. I love everybody who's listening. I appreciate the support. We appreciate the mindset, the focus. Just remember, put yourself in a circle that benefits you. Don't put yourself in an environment that hurts you, because you're not going to progress. You're not going to get any better. You want to be the best version of you, then hang around with people who are just as likely to be that person. They have the same mentalities. They have the same goals. They have the same missions and want the same for you, you know, want the same blessings for you.
And even, like I said, even that, I mean, you can, the people that we share the bonds with, you can reach out to them, because I'm pretty sure the same people that we have as mentors would be more than happy to take on another student, you know.
And that's business, gym wise, whatever. I'm always here to teach people. I'm always here to learn as well. I need people around me that can help me be better. And I know I always bring something to the table. At any table I sit at, I may not have more money than you, but I'm gonna bring some inspiration to you some way. I may have more money than you, and you may bring inspiration to me. So there's always some way we can help each other, and that light. So let's continue to do that as family and as friends. So we always like to end this off with a little prayer, and that's what we're going to do now. So Father God, thank you for just today. Thank you for the mindset. Thank you for the focus. Thank you for all the listeners. May everybody be inspired by our words, by the podcast. Maybe everybody be motivated in their own life. Surround us by people who are for us, people who love us, people who want to see us prosper, and put us in their light, put us in their life to make them better, and to help us grow as a family, as a community, as friends. And we thank you for all the listeners that are here, and we thank you for all the blessings that you've already poured in our life. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
And we thank you to all the listeners who are listening. And we love you, and we always say pray for us like we pray for you, and we love you like you love us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, follow. We out, though, baby.
Don't forget, every day is a blessed day.